Hi, I guess it's been a while since you've seen my ugly mug. I'm still not doing too great mentally, but I'm bumping along and have managed to get the Gamergate book out. But that's not really what I want to talk about here. I want to talk about the stuff going on with YouTube from the perspective of a smaller YouTuber. So when I started really taking YouTube seriously as a way to comment in a way that you can see my body language and hear my tone of voice and all the rest of it, when I really started to take it seriously and try to build the channel and to do this, almost daily, that was about the time all the shenanigans started. So I was up to about 500 followers at the start of that time, and I have since doubled that. But my income from YouTube, such as it was, not that it's that much at this kind of level, but my income kind of stayed the same. And then over the last month, it's basically halved, despite the channel being twice as big. So all that time I was building the channel and getting more views, the money was staying about the same, because the shenanigans that were happening were, it was basically keeping it level. But now it's dropped off in the same way a lot has happened for a lot of other people. There's also a bug, I don't know whether that's related to recent implementation, where it says my recent videos are monetized when I go into the monetization tab, but there's no icon for it. So if you've got time and want to check some of my recent videos, if you could just go through them, maybe refresh each one once, we don't want to trigger anything, and just see if any adverts come up for you, and let me know in the comments. The other thing that's happened is during that time that I have managed to double my channel, basically for every 2 followers I gained, I lost 1. And while I don't really fit into either of the camps that have been set up, I guess, in this community, it seems unlikely to me that 50% of everyone that signed up to me would then change their mind, often within the same day. That seems unlikely, so I think there's shenanigans going on there, definitely. So, if that hadn't happened, I would probably be on about 1,500 subscribers. Probably more, because there's an aggregate effect that the more people that follow you, the more people share your content, the more people see it, and therefore the more followers you get. So, that's kind of screwed me, I guess. My goal in this isn't to make lots of money. It's not to become a big commentator like a lot of other people have become. It's just to make it worthwhile to do this. And even then, the main reason that I do it is to overcome the limitations of text and so on. But all these recent problems at Google, recent problems at YouTube, if there was somewhere else to go, I would probably go. But I really don't have that option. Now, compounded with the problems of being a small YouTuber and reliant on the amount of traffic that comes through here, because I want to get my views out there, that's the main reason for doing it. But along with other problems, the fact is that I live rurally, and even with the best ADSL line possible in this area, it takes me a long time to upload a video that I create, So I make my videos every morning, normally. Making the video itself doesn't take that much time, but uploading, by the time it's finished uploading, it's about midday, So that's half a day gone. If I really worked at it, I could upload 2 videos a day, maybe 3, because I have to leave the line free in the evenings. So what this also means is that I cannot afford the time, the data line time, because I also need the line for regular work. I cannot afford the time to upload to multiple sites. So there's no point me uploading my video content separately to Minds or VidMe or whatever, because there aren't enough hours in the day to create the content and upload it all to all these various sites. If there was a single place I could upload it that would take it to everywhere, the same way you kind of do with social media posts, that would be something different. Maybe that's something someone could work on, some kind of automated account manager that will upload a video to all these places by uploading it to one place. Maybe that's something someone could work on. I don't know, but at the moment, yeah, that's not an option. So I am essentially stuck with YouTube, no matter what kind of shenanigans they pull. Now, I'm not a particularly controversial creator. I don't think. I'm pretty moderate, fairly well spoken, bit sweary perhaps. That's about it. I'm interested in controversial topics, which is what seems to hit me, and copyrighted content occasionally. Though I try to avoid that by keeping clips short and using stuff that's labelled as public domain, but then sometimes it turns out it isn't. It's just, I feel for the larger creators who've made this their career. I mean, I'm hoping my videos drive people to the stuff that I do, and they buy it or choose to back me on Patreon or whatever. You know, that's what I hope for. Any money I make here is as a bonus. But it's incredibly difficult now to build up a channel in this space to any kind of degree. So yeah, the odds are definitely against you getting any kind of traction between the unfollowing bug, the monetization and demonetization issues. Now it looks like people who talk about controversial topics are going to be delisted or downlisted. And yeah, this isn't a problem unique to YouTube. It happens everywhere now, online. Everywhere. It's a big problem. I don't agree with a lot of Sticks, Hacks and Hammers political opinions on the whole, but it seems that we're in broad agreement that there needs to be an extension of human rights, of civil rights, into the private sphere when it comes to free expression and free speech. These platforms, especially when they're near monopolies like YouTube, are too important to allow private censorship to take place on. I don't know what the solution is. Sargon's recent video, What Can We Do, kind of covers what you can do to help people, but the main thing you could do for me is to make sure you're subscribed, click the bell, tell people about my channel if you like what I do, get people to subscribe, ask larger YouTubers to give me a shout out because I'm too shy to ask them to do that. You know, things like that. That's how you can help me. And Patreon donations are always welcome, and all the rest of it. Buy my shit, and listen to what I say. That's what I'm here for. The other thing is, I think that the limitations, the downlisting, I think that's already happening, because my videos over the last week or so have not been getting anywhere near the same kind of hits. And I would have expected things like the Google memo video to get a lot of hits. When I do tackle a popular subject, I occasionally get hits into the thousands. When I tackle subjects like that, and that was a hot topic. It should have gotten more hits than it did. And my other videos seem to be getting about half as many hits, or a lot, as the hits come a lot more slowly at least. So I think something is already going on. Anyway, I don't know really what to do about it. All you can really do is make sure you're subscribed, make sure you click the bell, promote users that you like, back them if you can afford it, even if it's just $1. And creators, we can support each other. We can try and share our subscriber base. Maybe I'll start doing that. Give people shout outs in videos soon. Other small creators that I think are doing good stuff. What can you do? I think we just have to kind of accept that the social zeitgeist is shit at the moment and do what we can to resist and work around it. Zang. It's been called misogynistic, racist, a hate group, reactionary. It's been blamed for Trump, for keeping women out of games and technology, None of this is true. If you want the real story, then you need to buy Inside Gamergate.
When I was just a baby,